Yo, what's up guys, it's Seba team. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna be doing a 2026 barber setup. This is what I think is the most, ideal setup for a barber going into 2026 or in 2026. It's already March. Yeah, let's get to it. All right, so basically I'm gonna just take y'all from the beginning of the shop. When you walk in, this is kind of what you see. Yeah, right here in the entrance, we got this, we're Texas barbers, DFW barbers. We got all the cities laid out right here. Yeah, so as you can see on the map, there's a couple of cities that are spelled wrong, This was a very DIY map. Coppell, Texas, it's Coppell. Louisville is Louisville. The colony is the colony. But anyways, with all jokes aside, a lot of the things that I do have on my station are, like big thanks to the shop. They kind of provided it for me. All right, so first things first, I have the barber chair, of course. How else am I gonna cut hair? Pretty standard. And the cape, of course, shout out A&M Barber Supply, hooking this up with the capes. I like the fact that I could ice my clients out whenever I put the cape over them, make them feel extra special, extra clean when they're getting their hair cut. Moving on to the station though. Yeah, right here I got a Atlanta Braves cap. It's a little dirty right here, but yeah, that's on the station. But here are the machines that I have. First things first, these are probably my go-to. These are my sabers, black sabers. I put the little gold thing on it though. Right here, I got some low-key sleeper clippers. A lot of people sleep on these clippers. These are the Andes Recon. I put an Echo blade on it because it came with originally it came with an Andes blade, but I couldn't fit like normal wall guards on it. And as you can see, the wall guards are my favorite. So I switched it to the Echo blade. I probably would have done that either way, to be honest, just because I like the Echo blade. And right here, I have like my everything kind of trimmer. Really not everything low-key, but these are my go-tos for designs, lineups. Those are, of course, the Cocoa, red Cocoa. This is the Hyper Veloce, so it's a little better than these. These are my other Cocos. I like to set bald guidelines in with these. A lot of people are gonna say that's devious. It's probably hard to take the bald guideline out like that, but yeah, I do it anyways with the Cocos. And then I got the Exceed shavers. These are my go-to shavers. I was sleeping on them at the start, but my homeboys put me on. And yeah, they really do eat through anything, If you're setting the bald guideline, it's gonna make it really clean. And of course, like I said earlier, I got guards. I like the wall guards. Wait, hold up, they look, he got hair on them. Yeah, I like the wall guards. Wall guards are my go-tos. Razor blade holder. This one also is my go-to. I like the, the old school kind of style ones where you still slip the blade in, I think the newer ones are really overrated. All that is the boring stuff, the essentials, whatever. Oh, almost forgot. Your boy is a licensed barber. Am I supposed to cover my license number?
No.
What info can they get with my license number?
Oh, that's just to find out if you're a licensed barber or not.
I'm gonna cover that just for safety reasons. But yeah, peep the picture. Okay, a mugshot, no?
Come on.
And then right here, I got my Lionel Messi little statue. I think he's the GOAT. This is low-key like the only decor I got to my station. Apart from that, it's straight business. Anytime I'm feeling down when I'm cutting hair, I just look at my boy over here and, I'm just reminded, this Lionel Messi, he can help me get through my day. Give me that, Volvo. Yeah, and then over here I got combs. By the way, these things are super convenient. I didn't find out about these things until like probably a year ago, but ever since I started using them, I never looked back, Really convenient to put combs in and whatnot. I got these shears. These are A&M Barber Supply shears. Shout out A&M. Ring light. I don't know where I'd be without a ring light. I've done a few haircuts where like I'm in an uncomfortable environment where I don't have a ring light, and that really reminds me the importance of a ring light. I got water on the station, of course, just to stay hydrated. All right, so that's basically my main station, my main loadout. I don't use too much more other than these 5 little machines right here. But when I open this up, I have a lot of extras. This is all stuff that is kind of, retired clippers, but it's like NBA 6-man, like those players on the bench that, could come in, get a quick point for you. These are what these clippers are to me. These are the first ever shavers that I bought. These low-key, it was hard to replace these with the Exceeds just because, I had emotional, sentimental attachment to these. It had to come to an end. But yeah, those were really good in the time that I had them. Sometimes I do miss them. These are the first ever trimmers that I used, like for real on a haircut, with some gold FXs. It's not these exact ones. I bought these like later, kind of more recent. But yeah, back in the day whenever I did my first haircut, it was the gold FXs. I got these TPOBs. I'm not gonna lie, I've never used these. I have these. I think I smashed these one day when I was mad. RIP to these. But what's up with you? Moving on, I got Cyborgs. These are another one of those trimmers that I honestly never used. I've heard a lot of good things about them though. I do gotta get to using those one day. Anyways, I got these Flex, Stylecraft Flex. I bought these a while ago. I used them for probably like a month max. They were good while they lasted though. Pretty solid trimmer. They could eat through bulk. I got shorties with no blade. I think I tried to repair these, I just never finished it. I never put a blade back on it or anything, but these were really good. Shorties with the Echo blade, I think one of the best clippers I've ever used. Next up, I got Sabres. Sabres, these are some of the best trimmers I've ever used. Obviously, I like the Cocos better than those, but if I didn't have the Cocos, I'd probably still be rocking the Sabres. They're solid for all around everything. Great trimmer. Up next, I got these Babyliss Low Pro Minis. I haven't really used these too much, I can't even cap. I hear a lot of good things about these though, you know what I'm saying? Just putting them in my hand, they're really ergonomical, you know what I'm saying? Feel good in the hand, so yeah, if you're a smaller person, I say you get these. Now up next is Stylecraft Instincts. Where do I start with these, man? These first ever actual good clipper that I used was Stylecraft Instincts. Before that, I was just rocking like some Amazon clippers. I remember back when they first came out, they kind of messed the whole barber game up, you know, these were the top. If a barber had Stylecraft Instincts, they were like, you know what I'm saying, top dog. They had rank in the barbershop. Now I'm saying they're stuck in the top drawer. How times have changed, how times have changed. Up next, I got the Instinct X's. Same thing as the Stylecraft Instinct, the regular Instinct. These are solid. Again, some of the best clippers I've ever used, especially if you put the Echo blade on it, how I did right here. I think I really just like the shape of them and the weight. Makes it really easy to flick out, do whatever you gotta do. Up next, I got some Snap FX. These are really convenient. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, you got the battery, you could take it out. Also feel pretty gangster whenever I, you know what I'm saying, put it in. It feels like I'm putting a magazine in a gun. So that's why I really like these. I say, you know what I'm saying, if you wanna feel gangster, these are the probably gangsters clippers on the, gangsters trimmers, I'm sorry, on the market. Of course, like I said earlier, shout out A&M. Got all these little grips and then a comb, of course. And then also shout out to Clubman. A while back, send me some of their products for me to review. All right, and then I almost forgot to show y'all all my little essentials back here. Of course, I got some little matte putty. It's like this little clay thing from level 3. This is one of my favorites to use. This is probably my favorite aftershaves. This whole brand, honestly, Immortal, they make the best aftershaves in my opinion. This is my go-to sea salt spray right now by Pete and Pedro. They sent me this. Shout out Pete and Pedro. Shout out to Jit. They sent me this too. This is some leave-in conditioner. They also make some good powder, some good sea salt spray, anything that you need. But yeah, whenever it comes to leave-in conditioner, I'm always gonna use Jit. And then Cool Care, of course. Gotta use Cool Care. If I didn't be using Cool Care, I'd probably be giving my clients coronavirus, Ebola, you know what I'm saying, everything. So yeah, shout out Cool Care, shout out Andy's. Y'all come in clutch. And then I got this razor blade disposal container. Obviously put the blades in there when I'm done using them. Right here, I don't use it too much. I'm lying, I actually do use it a good amount. I use enhancements a good amount. I used to be a hater on enhancements, but you know what I'm saying, my boys changed my perspective on it. They taught me their way. So this is my go-to gun. So yeah, I think that's it for the station. And then right here, of course, you got the little waiting area. On a booked out day, I might have a couple people waiting right here. Could watch the games right here. But yeah, I mean, as far as the station, that's really it. But yeah, that's just what I think is my, you know what I'm saying, preferred station for 2026. That's my arsenal that I like to go with. Really, nowadays, you do not need all those clippers or trimmers. That's just what I've stacked up over the time. The barber makes the wait, what? How does the saying go? The clipper don't make the barber, the clipper makes... Clipper don't make the barber makes the clipper. All right, that's gonna wrap up the video, guys. I appreciate y'all watching, especially if y'all made it to this far in the video. Stay tuned for any future posts. I'm gonna try to stay consistent on this channel and upload at least weekly, if not, you know what I'm saying, 2 times a week. If you're not subscribed already, make sure you subscribe, you know what I'm saying, that means a lot. But yeah, appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.